English woodsman, a seasoned camper who shares his outdoor adventures, sets out to spend the night in a remote, long-abandoned forest. But what begins as a peaceful escape soon turns into a chilling ordeal. Something in those silent woods is waiting for him.
£100 I think it was. So there's one of the tents that is a tent that I always wanted, classed as a dream tent. So it's your tent what you've always wanted, but at times you couldn't be able afford to get it. So I managed to get that within the bundle buy. So I'm very excited to try in that tent in this video. And I've also got another new twig burning stove. I'm looking forward to this camp. Like I said, it's my dream tent. It's a tent that I wanted for a long time. Beginning of my YouTube channel, let's say, I couldn't really afford the most expensive tents, let's say. I could only afford the low budget ones, and I mean the really low budget ones. But this one is a tent, like I said, I wanted for a while. And this is a new little stove that I'm going to show you. This is amazing. It cost me a bit of money.
Little did he know, this night would become the most terrifying experience of his life.
Now I know what people are going to say. Flavouring. I just wanted to taste the salmon tonight. Many times I've been out and I've cooked salmon, and I always feel like I maybe have over flavoured it. So I'm thinking, you know what? I just want to taste the salmon itself. I don't want nothing else ruining the taste of it. Right, so we're in the tents now. The rain started, and I've got a small problem with them three little holes. I'm not sure they're going to let a lot of the rain in, but to be fair, I don't want no rain coming in. So I'm going to have to think of the idea of what I was on about earlier. Just being woken by something that seemed to be walking around my tent a bit. And it's watered Dan up as well, because Dan's just messaged me. You know, the guy lines that you pull out or something. I felt, no, not that, I don't know, it's just, it woke me up so quick. Raining as well. It just seemed like something just bumped into the tent, and then it was like sort of like walking around a little bit. Now if I were by myself, I'd be a little bit more nervous, let's say. I get there's wildlife and things like that. You know, I don't know. See, there it is again.
Around 1 a.m., faint footsteps crept near his tent. He couldn't tell what they were, an animal prowling the forest or a man carrying something far worse. Whatever it was, it chilled him to the bone. He shut his eyes, trying to sleep, trying not to think about it.
Well, good morning, people. I don't know what was going on last night outside his tents, but I'm just going to try to forget about it, to be truthful. I'm alive, it was not bad, take it. I don't know, could have just been somebody walking around trying not to disturb us, something like, I don't know, something like that. This tent needs a lot of work to it. The zip's broke now on the door. It's just, it don't feel like it's waterproof. So I'm gonna have to sort the zip out and then really look after it, give it a fab seal, reseal all the seams on the inside. If I'm gonna use it more, I'm gonna have to take care of it. recommend a video here for you. Quick thing about last night, we don't know what it was, it's over. We had a good camp and we're going to get ourselves off home. Remember, hit this, view that, and I'll see you next time.
Noah, a newcomer to YouTube with just one video on his channel, set out for a simple truck camping trip. But when the night comes, he encounters something terrible.
Someone trying to creep on me, creep in my truck while I was sleeping. And I got some GoPro footage of it. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can kind of hear it in the background. But yeah, didn't really record after I got out and stuff.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is, and there's someone walking around my truck right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud. He's been walking around for like 20 minutes already. My gun's in my cab though. I don't really know what to do. I'm a little freaked out right now, and it's like pitch black outside, probably like 2 in the morning, and he just keeps walking around, and he's like really close to my truck. I've never been this scared, and like this doesn't make any sense because I parked somewhere where you couldn't see, no one was on that road. Wait, he's touching my truck. He's literally touching my truck. How am I supposed to get him away? He's literally knocking. He's literally knocking on my truck. The canopy, the back door's locked. I've never been this scared before ever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here. I'm so scared right now. I wish I brought my gun back here. I've never been this scared ever. So, the current time is 2:30 in the morning right now. He's still walking around my truck. I'm gonna try to see if I can flash my light to get him scared. So he runs away. There he is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I stopped.
So I'm back home. This is the day after. He was trying to peek in my truck quite a bit with all these marks. I didn't even notice until I got home. Handprints there, a lot of scratches, stuff like that. Dragging his finger on my side of my truck. Well, looks like to be trying to get inside my truck. That's really all I could tell from when he was walking around. That's new. Don't know how that got there. More handprints trying to get in my truck. At least the back canopy was locked, but yeah, that was the result. So that was probably the scariest camping experience I've probably ever had in my entire life.
Someone at midnight was trying to get in the truck, which is really scary because we don't know his intentions, neither he's armed or not. Brendan Explorers is a channel devoted to the art of camping. In this video, Brendan planned a peaceful night in his truck, far from anyone who might disturb him. But instead of solitude, he found himself face to face with something deeply unsettling.
This might sound a little bit counterintuitive, but I think while the sun's still out, just before it sets, I think now is probably a better time to cook dinner, as opposed to when it's pitch black. I've just got a feeling that I'm going to be attracting a lot more attention when there's lights on inside the van, and you can hear me talking and the sound of stuff cooking in the back here, as opposed to when people are still mulling around. It just feels a little bit more safer now, while other people are still walking about and doing their business. I don't think anyone's even going to notice what I'm doing in the back here. But when it gets dark and when night's upon us, I think I'm going to be sticking out a bit more like a sore thumb. So I think we'll get dinner on the go, get a nice curry down us. Going to cook a lamb, coconut, something curry tonight. It's going to be beautiful. And then hopefully by the time it's all cooked and plated up, the sun will start setting and I can start getting ready for bed. That mini motorbike that was running earlier on has been firing up again. I don't know if I feel this car park or not. When I started cooking dinner, there was a few cars parked around me. There was a van over there. And now I am the only one in this car park, and I wonder why. I'm going to follow my gut instinct. I'm not parking here tonight. Just got a funny feeling about it. And I think when you have that feeling... Right, after traipsing around for the last 20 minutes to half hour trying to find a spot, there's apparently a quiet little park up at the end here, maybe. This'll do me. I'm alone, but I mean there's no other houses around me, so it's not as if I'm alone in a housing estate. It is literally pitch black. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, I spilled a bit of curry. Whoops. Oh. Right. Let's get these curtains closed. I think I'm going to chill for the next couple of hours before I start putting the bed together. And then hopefully have a good quiet night's sleep tonight. And then tomorrow, I think we're going to check out the island of Mersey, or Mersey Island, or whatever it's called. It's not too far from where I am right now. And maybe go and visit the city of Colchester before heading back to the Shire. Alrighty. Oh, nice and quiet here. Not even a sound of a distant car. Just how I like it. I don't think you can see much out there, but it's absolutely dead quiet. Hey! Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god. Oh, fuck's sake. Where's my phone?
At around 2:30 a.m., footsteps approached the side of the van. Someone tried the door handle. It was locked, so he couldn't get enter. After several failed attempts, they struck the window with something hard. Brendan reacted instantly, and the intruder fled into the darkness. No one was harmed.
Well, to say I was scared, you-know-whatless, would be an understatement. I wasn't exactly concentrating on should I film this, should I film that, so there wasn't really a lot to film afterwards. I just, quite frankly, just wanted to go home. I was really, I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass from my driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be surprised how far glass goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good three and a half hour drive back to my house in Shrewsbury. Got there just before sunrise. Not a pleasant drive, to say the least. Thankfully, the weather was quite kind to me and it wasn't raining, but you would not believe how cold it was in that front cab. Even with the fans on full, with the heat up high, it was impossible to stay warm. But I eventually got home. I was able to do a makeshift repair on the window for a few hours before it got repaired, and put a couple of bin bags with some masking tape or duct tape or gaffer tape, whatever it is. I think I'm going to be picking my spots to camp a little bit differently in future. What used to be the golden egg of finding a nice little quiet spot in the middle of nowhere with no road noise, let's just say it isn't exactly prime picking anymore. I think it's places like that would-be thieves would see a vehicle by itself and see it as a target. I personally think they saw the fridge covered up in the front after trying the side door and seeing that they couldn't get in. Obviously the curtains were closed, so they can't see inside, although I did see a couple of flashes of a bit of a torch. But they probably saw inside the front cab, saw the curtain covering this huge box, and I can only assume they thought it was a toolbox or something, and decided to put the window in. But as soon as I shouted, they ran off up the road, and as soon as I got back in the van and started driving back up the track, I could see a car in the distance that quickly sped off. So I don't know if they're in a vehicle, or if the person that smashed the window ran up the road and jumped in a car, but I couldn't make it out from the quarter of a mile I was away. But anyway, I'm waffling again. I just wanted to give you a bit more of an outro as to what happened. Didn't want to leave it on a cliffhanger for you guys thinking, oh, is he all right? What happened? By far, hands down, the worst camping experience I've had yet. But it's not going to deter me. It hasn't deterred me. Don't be put off camping. This is a very, very, very rare situation. Out of all the hundreds of camps that I've done, something like that has never happened to me. I've had knocks, I've had people outside and, you know, whatnot, but I've never had that, and I hope to God it never happens again. But thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, hopefully on a more positive note. I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next time.
Mav, best known for his fishing videos, set out to camp in his truck at a remote, quiet spot, the perfect place to film something different. But this trip would take a terrifying turn as he came face to face with something horrifying.
Alright, so I need to get the heck out of this spot. I originally picked that spot because that's where I was gonna fish in the morning, or where I am gonna fish in the morning, but after being there for like, I don't know, I've been there for like the latter half of the last hour, kind of just packing stuff up and trying to get my truck as organized as possible. But there's like a bunch of cars driving around there. I talked to one of the kids, and he's a high schooler from the area, so I think it's just kind of like a high school hangout spot. It's kind of annoying, like, having people drive by and, like, I don't know, zipping on past all the time. So we're gonna find a different spot. Hopefully we can do it kind of inconspicuously. And I also don't really want to make it too far away. But we'll see if I can find something here. So my camera lights are buried right now underneath all of my clothes and things back here. So this is gonna be my camera light for the night. Sorry about that. One, I just had a really nice old lady come up to me and tell me that my taillights were out, which they weren't. My headlights just weren't on, but they were. Like, my headlights are on when my car's in drive. Like, anytime I have my car in drive, my headlights turn on. So if I don't have these turned on, I'm kind of SOL. Also, the kids left, so I think I'm just gonna stay at where I'm gonna fish tomorrow. So, gonna jump into the back of the truck. Got myself some sock sodas. Yes, sock sodas are back. There's equipment coming out my freaking ears. I just got this new camera bag and it's just ginormous. I don't have much room back here today. Alright, hi. We're in. Not comfortable yet, but we're in. Alright, well, here we are. Welcome.
Alright, so there's people right outside. They just did a burnout in their truck. And they're just hanging out right here. I don't know what's going on. I know you can't see me right now, but I can't risk turning on any lights.
Well, they just want to hang out and play music. That's fine. Can you hear that right now? That's all wind.
After the truck left, a few hours passed and he drifted back to sleep. But at 2:30 a.m., a harsh, metallic, dragging sound jolted him awake. In the dead of night, with no idea where it was coming from, the noise sent chills down his spine.
2:30 in the morning, and I tried to get a little clip of it before my camera died, but there was like 2 kids out this way, and I woke up to it sounded like something dragging on the ground. I couldn't tell exactly where it was, but it sounded like it was in this general direction and close to the truck, because the wind is making so much noise on my truck. It had to have been close. This dragging goes on, and then all of a sudden there's a pop. I couldn't tell what it was at first, but then I realized that it was the sound of a gun, because there was the sound of a ricocheting bullet hitting concrete. It made the pew sound. I know my reenactment noises are great, but it was pretty scary. Another one went off, and it sounded like a small gun, like a 22 or something. But it's 2:30 or 3 in the morning, and there's high schoolers outside of my truck playing with the gun. That's really reassuring. So, I've never felt more unsafe truck camping somewhere. It's just, if I hear them come back and I hear that gun go off again, I'm probably just gonna have to set my car alarm off, because I'd hate for a stray bullet to come through the back of this thing. Even if it is from a 22, it could hit me right here and I could be dead. So, not good. But for the time being, I got 2 more hours to sleep. So I'm gonna try to do that. They haven't been around for the last half hour. Sorry again about the dead main camera. I wish it was alive too, but hopefully this one suffices. Just don't be dumb with your friends. I was in high school too, but come on. I don't know. It's not cool. Don't feel safe. Alright, good night, part 2.
But he was able to spend his night safely. Under the Weather is a channel where the host explores new and remote spots for night camping. During one of his trips to a secluded island, he suddenly realized he wasn't alone. Someone or something was out there with him. The discovery left him shaken and terrified.
Turn. Turn, you bugger. Right. Made a drink out of that. It works! Yes! Look at that. Hang on. Oh. Hey! Magic button. Coffee? Oh, that's a lid. I don't know. Right, I'll just keep that tight. Right, done at last. That was amateur hour. I forgot the skewers, so you may have seen me trying with a couple of wee bendy sticks, but anyway, here we are. We have fried burnt chicken wings, mashed potato, which is actually not too bad, and some cheese coleslaw for a summer picnic. Let's try one of these wings. Well, Really like them well done. What's this? It's not too bad. Let's see. We taste test. Oh yeah. That'll work. Also, come on, step 2. We can of Coke Zero and chicken wings without hot sauce. Got ye old Tabasco. Brilliant. That mash is great. If you like mash, you could have that as your meal. You know what I mean? Horrible lighting in here. But yeah. I'm gonna switch you off and then eat this because it's gonna be a messy business. So see you after. Oh, stuffed. That's pretty good. Yeah, amateur hour really with the wings. I put them on, get that flame grilled taste. Instead of waiting for the coals, but had to be done. I'm just going to be inside the tent tonight because it is soaking outside. It's not raining, but it's just mud everywhere. And I don't know if you can even hear me because that's the waterfall going constantly, so that's the soundtrack for the night. However, I do have my Kindle. I'm going to read my book for a wee bit and then turn out the lights. Yeah, so I'll catch up with you in a bit. Right, I think that's ready to settle in. Trying out the new bag, which says pretty cozy. I think I'm actually going to be too hot. That's about it. So, let's see. Oh, God, I'm roasting already. Feels good. Oh, that feels good. A bit too hot, but right. So I think I'm going to go to sleep. And unless something crazy happens, I will see you in the morning. Good night.
Around 3 a.m., he was jolted awake by the sound of eerie laughter mixed with low grunting.
Hello?
Someone or something
Hello?
was moving outside, dangerously close to his tent.
Hello? 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 Now the thing is, I'm kind of on an island here, so there's river on that side, river on that side. It's very hard to get down here if it's a human, that is. Hello? Typical, now I can't hear a thing. Right, I'll turn the light off. I've got a knife in here. I've got a knife. I've got a knife. Right. Well, that definitely sounded like somebody there. But there's no one here. Every time I come out, it's empty. Unless I come out the fucking river. I don't even think. No, because as I said, I'm basically on an island, so there's no way that anyone could actually get it. Jesus Christ! What? Hello? 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 Jesus Christ! Fuck that. Hello? Heard that noise again. It sounds like somebody laughing outside, but I have no idea. Huh, unless it's the kelpies. Oh. Hello? Right, I might have to leave. But I can't leave, so I'm stuck here for the whole night. If I don't make it, this is my last will and testament, right? You're the last person to see me alive. Yeah. So they say, how did you sleep? I'm like, great. Like a psycho with a knife. Good night. Good night. Good night. What the hell was that? Oh, it's just my pillow. Right. Come on, you big scaredy cat. That's it. Ah, screw it. Lights off. Oh God. What a night that was. Oh, that was terrifying. It sounded like hysterical laughing that woke me up. Yeah, I just heard people, or somebody, noises around there. Like somebody was coming through the water, like your mind running wild. And obviously I went out, had a wee look. Didn't see anything, then I heard like footsteps. I just ran back in here. And then it did go silent after a while, which was alright, so I did get back to sleep. How do we look outside and see any damage or anything? Right, can I open this with one hand? Oh, hello? Oh, look at that, sunshine. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh. Oh, you can tell it's autumn. It's not yet winter. Look at that. Glorious sunshine. Let's just check out now. There was noises coming from the river here, and I do notice. So see that weird feathery thing? Looks like an owl. Or some bird who's become rather unfortunate. Yeah. Let's have a look. But as expected, everything seems in order. Yeah. So obviously the fire went out because pretty wet. That's why I brought my own wood. Hang on a minute. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Right. These were in a pile over there. Like sitting on the ground. Right. I think someone's playing silly buggers. I think it's time for me to get out of here and well, I can still live to tell another tale. So catch you next time on Under the Weather. Remember, like and subscribe.
After the night when he was searching for clue, he found some wood wheels sitting, but those were in a pile lying on the ground. Fearless and Far is a channel where the host takes on daring adventures. In this video, he sets out to spend the night camping inside an abandoned castle, but just as he's about to fall asleep, gunshots suddenly erupt. Someone is out there, firing at him.
Okay, you guys have got horns. And there it is. How did we even get there? We found the secret entrance to Satan's castle. But look, the sun's almost down over the mountain. It's only like 3:30 here. I've got to find this place to camp before the sun drops because it's gonna get cold. And I need to catch my breath. I'm gonna explore quickly, find a campsite, and you guys are gonna learn a bit more about this place. It's mysterious, to say the very least. Let's go look. This is the main entrance.
You can see the little spindly path we came on. We walked up here, and I'm pretty sure that's how it always was, because this definitely looks like a main door. And look at that up there. It's like a, is it a toilet? It wouldn't have a toilet. Maybe it was for defense as well. If this was the front door, you could drop things or shoot things down from up there. Not exactly sure. All speculation. Oh, look. There's another one here. A hole in the middle of the rampart above us that goes down like 20 feet. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh no. It's a light. Is this place lit up at night? It wouldn't make any sense though. I mean, obviously the light's here, but the town is way beyond the edge. You can't even see it, so it would be lit up for, I mean, no one will be able to see it lit up. Oh, but the cables are cut. Look at that.
These cut wires were the first clue to my misadventure later that night.
But look, the original castle wall. Oh, careful. And if you look over, it's a long way down. You can see it just stretching along the edge here. All right, what is it? What is it? What is it? Could be a well, but you think?
Not quite a well, a cistern. It's made to hold water, not tap into the groundwater, which is far, far below.
This looks like a church, right?
And not quite a church, but a chapel, where there would be no permanent pastor or congregation, but would serve the same purpose to the residents of the castle.
Much more care was put into putting this building together. The other one's just basically cobblestones, all glued together with mortar, but the stones were actually flattened and carved. All right, look at this. There's a tunnel. Maybe it goes in the tower. Any demons? Any devils?
No demons, no devils, just an empty hole. But another hint to what was to come later in the evening.
This looks like a relatively easy climb, but it's probably 10 meters maybe. Technically, it doesn't look that difficult, but I'm here by myself, and I don't really need to take any unnecessary risks. Oh, it goes to the rampart. Look, you can see right here. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Look at this.
Why you gotta be that way? Oh God, it's. Is there a real trick that works to get smoke out of your eyes? White rabbit, white rabbit, white. That one was for science. I don't have my head torch. My head torch is one of the most important things I put in my backpack. It's always there. Always. And it's not there today. I remember putting it in. Maybe back at the beginning of the castle when I put my bag down. Ah, man. In the future there was head torches. In the past, there were real torches. Alright guys. Let's put that fire on a stick.
2 more gunshots. They zip overhead.
Guys, someone came with a gun and fired shots at the castle. They're firing shots at me.
I have 2 choices. Stay in the castle and hold my ground, hoping this is just some simple misunderstanding, that they think I'm some mischievous kid.
They're coming closer. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Or grab my things and run. Maybe they're drunk, crazy locals. Or maybe worse. What would you choose? What would you do? I ran.
I left everything behind, and now I'm trying to find a safe place to go. That's them there with a flashlight. gunshots. They don't want me here.
I message my Turkish friend Suat, who lives a few hours away. He calls the police and tells me to hide. I get a call back a few minutes later. He tells me the police have arrived, but the terrorist and treasure hunter was me. I'm told to go back to my tent, that the military police are there waiting for me.
Hello. Merhaba.
Mike, where are you from?
From Canada.
Canada.
You made me very slick. It's a big gun.
Yok,
No,
sorun
no.
yok. No problem.
No problems.
Turkish. Hoş geldin. You are welcome.
Nereye? Aşağı mı inmiştin?
Yeah.
Çağırdık seni.
Sen neredeydin?
Can I make video?
No.
No? No, okay.
So then, we make an audio note.
So you thought I was a you thought I was a thief?
Yeah.
The only thing I was taking was photos. How many bullets did you shoot?
4 or 5.
4 or 5 bullets. And then you? 3. So 5 from a pistol and 3 from a AK-47 or something similar.
Mike, fuck you children.
Exactly. I was like, what the fuck? And then I ran so fast in the dark with no light up a cliff. I could have freaking died.
What's your job?
My job is YouTube. YouTube, yeah.
Bro, Mike, bright.
My
Channel ID?
YouTube channel is FEARLES. You gonna subscribe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
Mike, bro.
We scared you a little. At least let's subscribe. Merhaba.
Merhaba Mike.
Hi guys.
Bu saat nedir bu milleti sen niye böyle yiyorsun?
I caused the problem.
YouTube'danmış ya video çekiyormuş.
All good, yeah?
Bu saate kadar durulur mu burada? Come.
So I get taken to a nearby boutique hotel to spend the night, and we sit down to drink a coffee and smoke a few cigarettes. No hard feelings among friends, I guess. Then I find out exactly what happened.
So, found my head torch. This would have been hella helpful last night when I was running for my life. Speaking of which, I learned a lot. Let me unfold the intricacies of the story, now that it's the next day. So remember when we saw those cut wires? I told you in the beginning that's an integral part of the story. Well, check this out. So when the police arrived, actually the locals had told them that there was a treasure hunter here. The locals that saw me come in, they saw a strange car park, a guy walk out with all this weird equipment. No one really does this stuff, right? And so they called the authorities. Those authorities came and then saw all the lights off in the castle. Normally there's lights. I thought that the lights were here to keep, those damn kids out of the castle, spray painting and having sex. That's what I thought. But no, it's for treasure hunters, because if it's all lit up, the treasure hunters don't come and destroy this place. That's probably why that little cave is blasted in the side, actually, from treasure hunters destroying it. So they came here, they heard there was a suspicious guy, they ran the plates on my rental vehicle, saw it was a rental, and saw a smashed control panel down at the entrance. I saw it walking in again today. So they automatically assumed a treasure hunter came, cut all the lights, and was here just destroying the place looking for treasure. And then eventually the pieces were put together that it was actually the military police here and everything was good. Otherwise, I probably would have spent the night in the mountains. Honestly, I was ready to do that. Is there a lesson in all of this? Probably. There probably is. If you know what it is, drop it in the comments. Until next time, guys, chase your fears. And I'll see you in the next video here on Fearless and Far.